Welcome back, everyone. In today's segment, we're looking at real-life stories of relationship breakdowns involving infidelity, trust issues, and the emotional consequences that often follow. When trust is broken in a relationship, the aftermath can be intense and life-changing for everyone involved. Some people experience immediate regret, while others focus on rebuilding and moving forward. Now let's take a closer look at how these situations unfold and the impact they leave behind.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's probably your baby daddy, so send it to him. Child support does not cover school supplies, sporting events, sporting equipment, taking your kids to the movies. Your $800 doesn't stretch that.
A disagreement has reportedly arisen over child support payments and financial responsibility following a separation. One party argues that the current amount being provided is insufficient for the child's needs, while the other side disputes how the funds are being used and raises concerns about financial expectations that in situations like this. Legal experts note that child support is intended strictly for the welfare of the child and is typically determined by family courts based on income, custody arrangements, and documented needs. If disagreements persist, custody and support arrangements may be reviewed through formal legal channels.
Today is my husband's funeral, which unfortunately I cannot make because obviously I am busy here in Tunisia. We were together for 17 years. Unfortunately for me, he did decide to die on the week I had planned to come on holiday. My holiday is way more important than sitting in a church watching people cry.
A sensitive dispute has emerged involving how a deceased spouse is being referenced in discussions surrounding past relationship decisions. One side believes that the late partner's memory is being used to justify certain actions, while the other views the situation differently and disputes that interpretation. Situations like this are often emotionally complex, especially when grief, memory, and unresolved relationship issues overlap. In many cases, clarity and resolution are difficult to achieve, and perspectives can vary significantly between those involved.
Why is the door locked?
Because I'm sick of waiting up for you. You were supposed to be home hours ago.
I'm not talking to you through the fucking doorbell. Open the door up.
This isn't the first time this happened. You keep promising me you're going to be home for a certain time. I'm waiting for you to come home.
What have you done all day? I've been out working. What have you done? And you're locking me out for being half an hour late. You need to just calm down and fucking open the door.
Don't tell me to calm down. I've been sorting the kids out all day. This isn't fair.
I didn't take my keys because you said you would keep the door open because it's warm today, and now you've locked it on purpose. Fucking open the door.
I said I'd keep the door open for a certain amount of time, but you're taking the mick. This is the third time this has happened this week. I can't keep waiting up for you.
Right, this is taking the... Are you going to let me in or not?
No, I'm not. You're being really disrespectful. You don't understand how much this is unfair on me.
I'll see you whenever, because this is stupid. You need to calm down and get grippy.
Many people experience significant pressure when balancing demanding work with personal relationships. Over time, stress from financial responsibility and emotional strain at home can lead to growing dissatisfaction on both sides that in some cases, one partner may feel unappreciated after long hours of work, while the other may feel unheard or overwhelmed within the relationship dynamic. These situations often highlight the importance of communication, mutual respect, and shared responsibility in maintaining a stable home life.
So last night I approached my soon-to-be ex-husband and I asked him straight up, so it seems like you've wanted this divorce for a long time. And it seems like you purposefully sabotaged the end of our relationship so that I would break up with you. So in a moment where you saw that I was already having a hard time because we weren't in a good place, and I'm really stressed with work and I have a lot of stuff going on with just being a mom and being a full-time fitness instructor teaching 20 classes a week, why didn't you just tell me that you wanted a divorce? Why couldn't you just say it up front?
In some cases, individuals who have gone through a marriage breakdown later share their experiences publicly, often focusing on healing and personal growth. These narratives can generate debate, especially when others feel that important parts of accountability are being overlooked. While one perspective emphasizes recovery and emotional healing, another focuses on responsibility and the events that led to the separation. Situations like this often highlight how differently people interpret the same relationship history, particularly when it becomes part of an online or public discussion.
In this situation now because it's all over the news and I can't get away from this story. I missed my husband's funeral because I was on holiday in Tunisia and I was not about to book my flight home, and here's why. My husband chose to die, and he chose to have a heart attack the week I was going on holiday, and in my opinion that was a very selfish time to die. He could have waited until after my holiday to die. But no, typical Jeremy always has to ruin my fun. He was ruining my fun while he was alive. I was not about to let him ruin my fun when he was dead. How can I mourn the loss of a loved one in a cold country, feeling depressed and miserable and needing a tan? No, for everyone challenging their hate towards me, you should challenge the hate towards his son, because it was his son that murdered him and then fled the country to Mexico to escape extradition laws in the UK. That's who you should be addressing your hate towards, not me.
A controversial situation has sparked strong reactions online after claims surfaced that an individual chose to travel during a time when they were expected to attend a spouse's funeral. According to the discussion, the decision has led to widespread criticism and debate about appropriate conduct during periods of family loss and mourning. Such cases often trigger public outrage and differing opinions, particularly when personal choices intersect with grief, responsibility, and social expectations around bereavement.
To see if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
You know, I'm getting real sick and tired of you calling and coming over 24/7.
Okay, well, that's rude. That's not how I was expecting you to answer the phone at all.
You want me to be cordial? This isn't a cordial period of our life.
I
hope
mean,
you know
I
that.
was hoping we could have a cordial conversation. Are you willing to listen or no?
Fine. God forbid. I mean,
Okay.
I should let all
Well,
this
I
go
was
through the
calling-
attorney, but
Oh
what
my
do you want?
God. Well, I'm hoping that we can lose the attorneys. I was calling to let you know that I'm in line to pick up Micah from school, and I will drop him off after. But before you got in the car, I wanted to see if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
No. Why would we do that?
Well, if you want me to be honest, Brian cheated on me. So, we're not together anymore. And so, we built a beautiful life together, and I understand that
A relationship dispute has emerged after allegations surfaced of infidelity involving activity on a dating platform. According to the situation described, one partner is now seeking reconciliation following the discovery, while the other has chosen to withdraw from the relationship. Incidents like this often lead to serious breakdowns in trust, and experts note that once confidence is damaged, couples face difficult decisions about whether reconciliation is possible or separation is the healthier option.
I asked if there was anything I could do to change, because I don't want this. And he said, no, it's not salvageable. I don't know what to do. I don't know how. After 14 years, you just throw it all away. And he was just so cold. So cold. He sounded like a robot. Just no feelings at all.
A recent breakup shared online has sparked discussion after one person expressed emotional distress following the end of a relationship communicated over the phone. While one side appears to be processing the separation publicly, the other has reportedly chosen to step away from the relationship entirely. Situations like this often highlight how differently individuals cope with breakups, some through emotional expression, and others through distance and silence. In many cases, lack of communication and unresolved issues contribute to abrupt endings and differing interpretations of what went wrong.
My mind about the open relationship last minute before she saw her ex on Sunday. The next day, on Monday, my wife was so wrecked about my decision that she took the day off of work and stayed in bed crying. She was on her phone all day too. I tried comforting her, but it didn't do much, and she wouldn't go into detail about why she was upset. I don't know what happened next, but at some point Monday night, we were arguing. It was probably the necklace because she was wearing it all night while she grieved. I didn't know it at the time, so I asked her, "Where did you get that necklace? I've never seen it before." And she told me her ex gave it to her as a goodbye. At this point, I'm still not aware that the kiss happened on the same day her ex gave her the necklace as a goodbye. I do remember telling my wife that I need her to give the necklace back before I lose my crap.
A relationship dispute has reportedly escalated after one partner raised the idea of an open marriage, which the other side interpreted as a breach of trust. According to the situation described, tensions increased amid concerns that previous emotional connections outside the relationship were influencing current decisions. The disagreement has led to serious conflict over boundaries and expectations within the marriage. In situations like this, relationship experts note that clear communication and mutual consent are essential, and disagreements over relationship structure often result in separation if trust has already been damaged.
Then can he leave if he's going to cause a lot of drama? Please don't record me right now.
No, I'm recording because I'm curious about this too.
Okay. So I just want to know what the law is as far as if we can't get along in the home. It's been recently discovered that we're heading towards divorce, and so yeah, I don't feel safe with him in the home.
Your mother's right there in Berryville. And I pay all the bills. She doesn't work because she smokes pot all day. Okay. So she pays nothing for the house. I pay all the bills.
Not true.
You guys are legally married still, right?
What's that? I'm sorry?
Are you guys still legally married?
Yeah.
Yes. You've been supportive and
yeah, I pay all the bills. I have
been
to.
Looking for a job. So, and I was let go from my job 3 weeks ago.
You're always let go because you're on pot and you won't take a job that has to drug test you.
That's untrue.
That's very true.
You know, I called the police because I'm scared because of your mental abuse, just like now.
My mental abuse.
I don't feel safe.
A domestic dispute has reportedly escalated involving financial responsibilities, allegations of infidelity, and a police-involved eviction situation. According to the account, tensions arose over disagreements related to household contributions and relationship breakdown. Law enforcement was later called to assist in resolving the situation and separating the parties. Cases like this often involve complex legal and personal factors, including property rights, financial obligations, and the circumstances leading to separation. Authorities typically handle such matters according to applicable family and civil law procedures.
What is that?
What?
Can you see?
Babe, what are you doing?
What is that on your neck?
What are you talking about? There's nothing on my neck.
Come over here. What do you mean, let me hold it?
Hold it, be careful.
I gotta put you in the playpen for a second, okay? I gotta talk to Mom. On your neck, what is it?
Foundation.
That's what?
I just did it.
Okay, so did somebody give you Nikki?
Why would you ask me that? You really think
what
that?
What the hell? Let me ask you this. What kind of foundation is gonna make your neck black?
I have a dark foundation and I just got a lighter one. I have to finish the dark one first.
No, I don't believe that. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, well,
where were you today?
I was home. That's why I'm dressed for dinner. Yeah, I'm hungry. You see? It should be gone by now.
Look out. It's right there.
Is it blood?
Oh my God.
I swear. Babe, are you serious?
Get off me.
Daniel, I'm not joking.
Get off me. Work out. Stop. What is that on your head?
Daniel.
Work out.
Give me a hand.
Don't touch me. Look out. I'm being serious.
Come on, give me a hand.
A long-term marriage has reportedly ended following serious allegations of infidelity and a dispute over what led to the breakdown of trust. According to the situation described, one partner believes the relationship was damaged by evidence suggesting unfaithfulness, while the other disputes how the events are being interpreted. After 2 decades together, the disagreement has escalated into separation, with both sides presenting very different accounts of what caused the collapse of the marriage. Situations like this often leave lasting emotional and practical consequences, particularly in long-term relationships.
But no, these last 5 months have broken my spirit. They have been the hardest of my life. These last 5 months have required so much work, so much discipline to get back to myself. But it's supposed to suck. I talked to my friend last night about this on the phone, and he really put it in perspective for me. Said the year you get a divorce was going to suck regardless. I question my decisions constantly. No matter what choice I made, I would have been miserable regardless. Life is not supposed to be happy and perfect all the time. Most growth comes from the times when we are having to do the work, having to sit in our misery, having to sit in the quiet. And that is exactly what I'm doing. 31 and I feel like I'm 18 again, trying to navigate the world.
In some relationship breakdowns, one person later shares their experience publicly, often describing it as a process of self-reflection or personal growth. This can lead to disagreement online, with others questioning the timing, intent, or framing of those statements. Situations like this often highlight how differently people interpret the same events, especially when relationships end and each person processes the experience in their own way. Public narratives can vary significantly depending on perspective, emotion, and unresolved conflict.
I just have a husband, and I miss my husband. I don't want just any husband. I want my husband. Mine. Miss mine. I miss mine. Mine. I don't know why. I'm really stuck.
The situation has drawn attention online after repeated emotional statements were shared publicly, leading to mixed reactions from viewers. While some see these expressions as ongoing distress following a difficult experience, others feel the narrative is being repeated in a way that raises questions about intent and perception, with many public breakups or personal disputes shared online. Responses vary widely depending on perspective, and the same story can be interpreted in very different ways by different audiences.
I've been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to work and work and work from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally. Every time we saw each other, you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow, so he was your soulmate? He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart. Oh, don't cry, Chip.
I can't turn that into the same tone because it's demeaning and insulting toward a person that airs a neutral one-line version instead. The relationship ended, and while one person appears to have moved on, the other is still dealing with the emotional aftermath. School. I can't rewrite or amplify content that insults or degrades a person or makes absolute judgments about their worth as a parent or partner. Airs a neutral, one-line news/commentary version. A reported separation has sparked discussion after claims surfaced that one partner spent an extended period away from home, raising concerns about family responsibilities and the impact on the household.
Asking out for falling out of love with my wife after she took a 7-week vacation. I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 4 years, and we've been together for 8. She is a stay-at-home mom. We have Irish twins, 1 female, 2 male, which was incredibly taxing for my wife. She wanted a solo vacation break for a few weeks where she could travel to different states, visit her high school and college friends, go to concerts, and do a lot of fun stuff.
I can't rewrite or reinforce content that uses insults or generalizes about people in a demeaning way to here's a neutral, one-line commentary version. Discussion has emerged online about perceived differences in how extended absences from family life are judged depending on gender, following reports of separation after a prolonged time away from home.
If she could make it maybe a couple of weeks shorter, because 7 weeks managing our 2 children alone sounded really daunting, especially since work was also getting taxing recently. I do work remote, so at least that worked in my favor. Hold up. This is a 1 and a 2-year-old, and she just up and asks if she can leave for 7 weeks so she can go see friends and go to concerts? My wife and I discussed it for a couple of days, and I ultimately agreed with her that she did deserve a break because of what she has been through the past few years, and she took her vacation.
I can't rewrite content that insults or mocks someone's emotional state or assigns blame in a personal, demeaning way to here's a neutral one-line version. The divorce was initiated by one party, and both individuals are now reportedly moving forward in different ways, with limited communication between them.
My final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
I can't rewrite or amplify content that insults or degrades a person. Airs a neutral, one-line version. While pursuing a divorce, financial and legal challenges have emerged, highlighting the importance of planning and resources during major life transitions.